Hello, and welcome to the Mindfulness Zone, where I'll take you through a short meditation for health and well-being. It's always nice to start by understanding how this practice is going to help us, how meditation and mindfulness can support us in our health and well-being. And it begins by simply acknowledging that the mind in these practices is seen to be a separate entity, not who we truly are, but a tool, a little bit like a pair of scissors, which can do a lot of good or damage. A tool quite separate from this larger part of us that we will tap into. But my reason for beginning this practice in this way is simply because it helps to understand how we identify ourselves with the mind and as the mind. And the mind, it travels, it constantly travels back into the past and then forward into the future, which is not a bad thing if the memories it reaches for are good, or the projections into the future are optimistic. But more often than not, we relive past traumas, the things that people did to us or said to us that hurt us. We relive these histories over and over again. And then we listen to the news and we read our social media feeds, which project very frightening futures that sometimes, in fact, more often than not, lead to anxiety, fears, and worries. Our bodies, which are present here in this present moment called the now, has the tendency to believe everything that the mind feeds it, believing those past events to be true and those future concerns to also be real. The body believes all of this is happening to us now, and we experience it as stress, as butterflies in the stomach, as worry, sometimes anger, revenge, frustration. And all of these push against our immune system. They push our immune systems down, just like a balloon being pushed underwater. A balloon that naturally wants to surface, but simply cannot because of the pressure being exerted in pushing it underneath. It feels unnatural to hold the balloon underwater in this way, and it takes strength, effort, and power to do so. And with our bodies, in the same way, this identification with the mind brings our bodies out of balance, removing the ease and replacing the ease, which is our natural state, with dis-ease. The illnesses, the chronic pains that we experience. When I ring the bell, we're going to release the balloon. We're going to let go of the resistance we are holding on to, the resistance that we have against the present moment. And a slightly better way of putting it is that of entering into a space where we wholeheartedly embrace this present moment. Using our bodies, which, as you can already tell, is very much present here in this moment called the now. Accessing this present moment through the 5 senses. noticing all that you can see, but releasing the conceptual meanings given to these objects around you by the mind. Taking in all of the sounds, the whole symphony of sounds, those that are in tune with the orchestra and those that are even out of tune, embracing them almost as though they were one of those modern pieces of classical music. Experimental, but perfect in every way. Every smell, every taste, and finally every sensation entering into your experience through the surfaces that surround your body. From the tips of your fingers, wherever it is you may find them resting, to those parts of the body that are covered in clothing, that are interacting with the fabric that wraps itself around your limbs and your body. To those surfaces upon which your body rests, the chairs and the cushions, and if you're standing on the floor, that hard surface underneath the soles of your feet, whether you are wearing shoes or not. The interaction between skin and air, that which feeds you the information as to the temperature of this space that you find yourself in. Your breath, the interaction between this air, this space around you, and your body through the movement of air within your nasal passage, experienced through your upper lip as the air, the slightly cooler, slightly more crisp air makes its way into your body through your nose and then out again, magically transformed into a warmer, more humid incarnation of this air. Breathing in deeply and releasing as slowly and as gently as you can. Allowing the balloon to float upwards, your immune system awakening. Every cell within your body balancing. Every cell within your body repairing, releasing the perfect chemicals. Bringing you back into the state that was always yours from the beginning, that of ease, of comfort and of well-being.